So the first thing about doing landlord and vendor farming is setting up a blog. Where should you set that blog up? Well, before we start, some people might not even know what a blog is. A blog is a website which allows you as the user to add new stuff on a daily, weekly or monthly basis. So as you can see on the screen now, you will notice that there are some example blogs used by various agents around the country. There are certain aspects of the blog which are all very, very similar. The name of the town across the top, a little bit of a write-up down the side, and then the articles themselves. You can have many, many different styles. So the first question is, where should you host your blog? Now, most landlord and vendor farmers use a company called WordPress. WordPress is a free-to-use website which allows you to build a blog. The blog itself needn't be complicated and only needs to be one page. You just go to wordpress.com and you can set up a blog. Now, in terms of the levels, you can have different levels. You can have it free and then you can pay a little bit extra each month. It's entirely up to you. Most people go for the middle option, which costs about £4 or £5 a month, which gives them an added level of security. In terms of, even if you're not computer literate, you should be able to set up a WordPress blog quite easily. However, there are companies out there who will set it up for you for probably £200 or £300. Or you could go onto websites like Fiverr and People Per Hour, and they'll set you up a very, very simple blog. So the next question is buying a domain name. If you don't buy a domain name, WordPress will give you one for free. And it will be quite ugly and very long. The best thing you can do is buy a domain name, like a www. The important bit is that you buy both .co.uk and .com. Now, what choice should you have? So for this example, we're going to use Grantham. The important thing is that whatever you buy the best thing you can do is buy .com and .co.uk. Should you buy anything else? Well, it depends if you've got more money than sense. The options would be as follows: Grantham Property Blog, .co.uk and .com, Grantham Property News, Grantham Property Market. You could put the word "the" at the start of it, the Grantham Property Blog or the Grantham Property Market Update. It doesn't matter what you choose, as long as it has the word Grantham in it and the word property in it. Whether you do Grantham Property Journal, Grantham Property Journal News, I don't know, it doesn't matter. Just make sure you buy one and buy both. You're going to ask, should I be hosting it on my own estate agency website? And an awful lot of people will say to you that it will give you an awful lot of SEO juice. Now, what you'll find with most estate agents' websites is that they're all the same. Banner across the top, home, buy, sell, rent, who, about us, and then you'll have a little section that says blog. And then whatever you click on that navigation bar, everything stays the top, so it says the same at the top, and then everything below the navigation bar changes. If you're absolutely insistent on putting it through your own website, then that is your choice. But please do the following. Number one, you need to have access to your website to change things, because I want you to change the banner, the header. So when someone does click on the blog, it doesn't say the name of your agents. It says Grantham Property Blog powered by whatever the name of your agency is. Probably you might also need to change the navigation bar so it gets rid of the home, sell, buy, about us section and just say back to my XYZ agents. And then underneath, just a nice plug and play blog where the newest one goes at the top and it pushes everything down like Jenga. Or Tetris, sorry. Probably only 5% of landlord and vendor farmers put it through their own website. 95% have a standalone website, and if I'm being blog, and if I'm being honest, that is the way I would go. If you look at this example on this web page now, the Chelmsford Property Blog, you'll notice that the design is very simple with the name Chelmsford Property Blog across the top. And then down the right-hand side, a nice little bit of a write-up about the agent. Notice that we're not hiding the name of the agent, we are mentioning it, pictures of you. You can do links back to your website if you really want, that's up to you. And then the main guts of it, as you can see here, is article upon article with the newest one at the top pushing it down. If I'm being frank with you, this particular example is what I consider one of the very best blogs out there. And you could use this as not as a template, but as a guide to what your blog could potentially look like. So there you go, a roundup. Set yourself a blog up, ideally a way, have a look at some examples that we've seen, Buy yourself a domain name, make sure that you link them. You can often link that very easily. With regard to WordPress, don't go too fancy with it. Make sure that you have it on auto update for the security so no one actually tries to hack it. There are other blogging websites away from WordPress which allow you to build your own blog. It doesn't matter. I personally use the Blogger website, which is part of Google, but it's not the prettiest, but it does a job. There are others out there. Just type in the word blog site builder, have a look, see what you think, and just build it. Make sure you buy a nice, decent blog name, link the two, and off you go. So that's the end of this section. Next video, we're going to go into a lot more detail of the day-to-day stuff. Thank you.